Okay. Hey everybody, I'm back. Got the camera going. I'm in my Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull hoodie. You can't get these. These are a collector's item. You can't get Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull merch. Okay. So we're gonna do something that we're gonna recreate something we created in the last app, and that is the ability to add shows. So this is an admin piece. But I want to be able to create shows, manage them. So basically, in our app, uh, the admin says, "All right, here's all the shows coming up in the next. Here's all the shows coming up in the next month or so, and and we are going to." Now you choose what shows you're available for. So are you available on the 15th, on the 16th, just the 9:30 show, 7:30, or the 9:45 show? So we're going to create the ability to create a show to let the players know that these are the shows that will occur in the future. All right. So the first thing I want to do is it's a little silly, but can kind of show you how it works here. But I want to create a button. In this case, I want to do it right. I'm going to create a button that's got a transparent background. So here's my icons. You can see that they are in a transparent background. I'm going to open up my icon template. It has to be 32 pixels by 32. And in this case, we're going to remove the background because I need a transparent background. So there we go. All right, and if I blow this up, okay, so in this case, transparent background. Pretty simple. I first have to choose. Now I looked at my icons here, and there's nothing that really says show, which kind of stinks. So I'm gonna grab this one. Well, it's I can grab any of them basically. Email. I can always change it too, because I don't see anything here that says show. Not really. Food. All right, so we're gonna grab that one. Just so I can clear out the clutter, I'm gonna crop this. I hate the way Photoshop does this, but okay. Oh, what just happened? Oh, sorry. All right, so I'm gonna close that one. I need the set that's okay, and then save as. Okay, I'm gonna icons. There we go. Gonna replace it. Okay. Like I said, I want that transparent background. So let's take that. Good enough. Okay, so I'm gonna drag and drop. So drag this over here, drop it over here. I'm gonna make sure I revert that back so I don't actually save it. And then let's resize. So let's boost this up to 300%. Boom. And then let's do this. Okay, almost there. People. Okay, that's pretty close. Okay, how's that? It's hard to tell. I can't see. All right, and let's save it. So export. I'm doing this all in Photoshop. There's not a lesson in Photoshop, so I'm not being too careful as to explain things. But I've made the contact one. Here's the home, and then call it shows. Shows. There we go. And let's put it in. So, all right. So let's do it from the dashboard at least. All right. So in here, I'm going to add a button. Let's see, add a separator. There we go. So I'm going to separate the admin and the. And this is definitely an admin function. shows button. Call it shows as the caption, and let's pull it. Here we go. There you go. Ta-da! Okay, and then we'll program it. Since we don't have a page yet, I gotta create a page. So let's insert web page. We'll call it. We're gonna call this one Show Manager. Show Manager. Okay. Show Manager. So we're going to show this page. I'll show you how to create the web toolbar while we're here. So where is it? Where's the web toolbar? It's here somewhere. Oh, here we go. So toolbar. Put it here. Okay. Show Manager. Okay. Can't believe I have to. Basically, I have to set this up each time. So button. Fortunately, oops. Home button. Home. Okay, let's add a new button. Toolbar. Directory button. Directory. Yeah, and then we'll create a separator. And then button. And it shows. And then we'll put that there. Did I do that right? I just want to make sure I called it. Okay, shows. Good. Okay. And then now we're going to program. So we got the. There you go. Okay, so case toolbar shows button. There's show manager dot show. Okay. Let's just make sure I even called it the right thing. So this is the. Oops. Toolbar shows button. I'll just copy and paste it. Okay, I had it right. Silly thing to test, but I like to test a lot. Okay. Login. Okay, and then come to shows. There we go. It's not showing much. Okay, and I haven't programmed these buttons yet. So let's just do that. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that, and then bring it to the show manager toolbar. Get the event handler. My button is button action. Okay, and then I am not confident that I named things correctly. So, so it really doesn't matter where. In this case, it's the dashboard. And then let's do the directory. Go back. This is what happens when you need to. You have to have a standard way of doing this. Okay, so that should work. And then let's see. I'm gonna pull up the directory and see just how I laid it out. So come over here. Okay, so I'm gonna copy that and bring it up here. And then paste it down there. And then move it over here. Okay. So we have a design consistency here. I'll probably have to change. All right. All right. So how are we going to do this? Okay. So here's what we're trying to do. Let me bring this over here. If you remember, we created this app, and I want to be able to add, delete, edit shows. Edit is the big one. I thought before you could just delete a show if you made a mistake, but I was told no. I want to be able to edit a show and not have to delete it. So we're going to do that. So say, okay, so I'm basically creating this. I want my calendar, and I want my list of shows, and I really should be able to. I really need to break this out into day, date, and time. So we'll see how that goes. All right. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is okay. Let's I'm going to try to copy and paste here. So let's bring this back. This is something that I've found doesn't always work. Okay, so I'm going to grab this. Grab the easy ones first. I'm going to grab that and that. Copy. And then we'll come over here and paste it. Okay. And I've learned this takes a bit. Takes a bit of time. Nope. Because it's frozen. It's not pasting. Alright. I'll keep moving just so... Alright. Is it working? Show manager. Okay, it wasn't pasting. Let's try pasting. Control V. No. Okay. So let's go back over here. Let's try it again. Copy. There's no paste. Huh. Okay. Maybe I gotta do it one at a time. Just because one's a button and so let's there you go. Copy, Control C, paste. This is not letting me paste. Okay. Fun. Okay. I think what I'll do first is I'll bring in the list box, and then we'll bring in. Then I'll show you how to fill a list box, and then we'll stop and I'll copy all this calendar code. So for this video, we're just going to create the list box and make it a little more robust than the other one we had created. So I'm going to move this guy out. Okay, let's bring okay, so we're going to bring in a label just to say what this is. Okay. Okay. Okay, so and we'll do header 2. Yeah, there we go. There we go, show manager. And then let's go to the left here. All right. I feel like it needs to be whiter. Let's bring in our list box. There we go, list box. Okay, get that. Okay. All right. Show list box. All right, has headers, that's fine. So basically I want 4 columns. Okay, and then we're gonna give the columns a name. So we're gonna jump back and forth to this one. All right. Because we have the 4 columns here. You notice the columns aren't filled in, so we're gonna fill them in. We're gonna do that here. Let's do that. So copy that, and then so on show manager, we're going to create an event handler. And that is, and this event handler is on open, so when this baby opens up, we're going to have, so in this case it's, I believe it's, yeah, show list box. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is put day of week. Second thing we're going to do is put date. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is time. And then the...
Here's your flash briefing.
Alexa, stop. Okay. Sorry, I said something that sounded like a certain device owned by Amazon. Heading 3 equals, in this case it'll be description. Okay, now we're going to bring in the values. In this case, I'm going to do a lot of copying because we kind of know how it works. All right, so I got shows here. Let's pull that up. Okay. So basically we're bringing in a show ID and then the date and then all this other stuff. Description, show description. Fairly simple. So let's, we're going to create a method called populate show list box. So let's go method. And we're going to call it populate show list box. Alright. All it's going to do is fill in that with all the, with everything. Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm going to grab my code here. This is from the previous app, so most of it's done, so I'm just going to copy it. But in this case, let me see. Okay, so I want to do a couple things. One is I only want to show dates that let me see. I want to show dates that have, well, I guess we're showing the whole thing. All right. So here we go. We're setting up our SQL string, creating the record set. Let's see, dim date. Okay, so show date cell. So we're going to put in the show date in there. We're going to populate. So we're getting three things. We're getting show date, show description, show ID from the shows, and then we're going to order it by the actual date. Then we run the SQL. In this case, I have to add session. Okay. All right. So show list box. Did I? Okay. In this case, it's a lowercase show. Okay. And just so that we're clear how this works, the first line here. So if there's no records, if there's no result, then it's just going to clear out the list box, delete everything out, and give us nothing. But if it does work, it's going to go through each of the records of the record set. We'll start by adding a row, and the first value is going to be the show date. It shows a string value. Then it's going to show the, okay, so the next cell. So basically what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to break down each thing, but I just want to make sure it works. In the second column, it's putting in the show description. Well, that's going to actually be the fourth column. And then we're going to create a tag on each row, and that row tag is going to be the show ID, so that when you double click it, it passes the show ID to whatever function you're going to do, and then it moves on to the next one until you're out of records. Okay, so we're gonna make this a part 2 because Cookie just came home. All right.